Hey everybody, this is our Bureau Shortcoms 13, aka Ryan, and today I'm doing a video of reviewing the new episode of the Scream Show, the Scream MTV episode 2. I reviewed the pilot. If you guys want to check that out, anybody who hasn't seen it yet, you can go to my channel. Um, and I watched the new episode, last Tuesday. I just didn't get around to it because I'm visiting my mom right now. Um, and it was really good. It was really good. I mean, I am really surprised by this show because I was like dead wrong with everything because I thought this show was gonna suck. Was gonna hurt the franchise forever. Everything. In fact, it did the exact opposite. It is like it's bringing it back to when it was really scary, and it had that really good humor, like the first two Screams, because that was lacking in Scream 3 and 4. And I just came to a point where it was like, okay, Kevin Williamson, Wes Craven, they did their part. They did, like basically four Scream movies. So let other writers, other directors kind of do their thing with the story, and I'm glad they did because it's all new, fresh interpretations of the story and the character, um, and it's like it's Scream, but it's not Scream at the same time. And I really love the atmosphere of the show, and I think it has a lot to do with the cast. You have to thank the cast so much. I mean, it is like wow, because to have a bunch of teenagers and a Scream show, you think, oh, it's MTV, but actually this feels like a show that is like on Fox or Showtime or something like that. Just not as gory as it, you know what I mean? It just doesn't. It's so mature of a show to be on MTV. I mean, it still has stupid moments, campy moments, but I mean, overall, it's really, really great. The way it's filmed, the atmosphere, the music. You can just tell these people are huge fans of this story and this genre, and it's just really good that the Scream story is in good hands. And it's not just MTV that's involved; it's also Dimension Television, I think. So Dimension's involved, and yeah, and they have different directors. So not every episode, but most of the episodes, the atmosphere is a little different. Just the way the characters look, it's different. So that. So like every episode you watch, it's always something different and new, and that's the way Scream should be. It should be different every single time, not the same thing. I mean, of course, have similarities, homages, of course, but you know, I'm glad that they are trying to do their own original story with Brandon James' story, and Emma's mom with her being Daisy, and she was a victim of that, and what they go in, what how with this new episode they go into Audrey's girlfriend, and they all think that she killed herself, but actually she didn't. It was Ghostface, and that was pretty intense. That was pretty good, and I like the lighting of that. And you can just tell that Andre just looks so sad, and then I like the girl Riley. She gets with what's his name, Noah, and that's really cool. Now, there's still some suspicions with Will, and honestly, this is one of my opinions. I think the reporter is one of the killers. I mean, when you hear Andre's ex girlfriend, when she's talking on the phone, and I mean, this is before a character dies, so clearly that's her ex after that. But she's like, "Where are you?" And meet me at our favorite spot, and this and that, and it sounds like the reporter. And back then, in Scream 2, remember when Randy said that, how about Gail Weathers? She's an opportunist. That's what reporters do. They stage the news. So I think that she's definitely a big red herring, and she asked Emma, like, "You're Emma Duvall, right?" Like, can you imagine just like a reporter knowing your name like that and stuff? Like you're working at a coffee shop, and then she's like, "You're going to be seeing a lot of me," and it's just like it seems a little suspicious. And then like in this episode, you see kind of like Ghostface in this robe in the middle of the street, and then Emma tries running away, and then Will pops up, and it's like, where did he come from? So my guess is it might be Will and the reporter, the sheriff. Those are my guesses. Maybe Brandon James is still alive, and it's all him. And also, they announced a season 2, so we're not even fully sure if they're going to reveal the killer or killers yet. I mean, we might have to wait another season, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. So it's always cool to have that suspense, keep you guessing, because it's like every character they could be the killer, you know, and that's the way Scream should be done. So I'm very wowed by this. I was really wowed by the episode, and Emma, her character is being very strong. She's really fighting through things. She regrets so much of that night when she was involved with the video. Um, and it's pretty good. The story's getting more intense, and my favorite part of the whole episode is when Ghostface calls Emma at nighttime after like she hears her alarm with her door, and she thinks she's talking to the people that are going there to help her out with the door alarm. And it's actually Ghostface, and she doesn't find out until he's really keeping her distracted. So it's a lot of good suspense there, and it's just I love that part. What you really should be asking me: did you just lock me in or out? Like, I mean, it's really really good. And when he says, "I'll see you soon, Emma," and that pan back zoom, it was just so good with that music, and then it just goes to black, and it just sucks you in, and I gotta see what happens next with the next episode. So it was a very good episode. The pilot was a very good episode. The series so far to me has very impressed me with the characters, the story, the killer, this and that. Everything just seems more practical and real, and just not as goofy as 3 and 4 were. It's just more serious, and it's scarier because it's just more realistic, and it still has that MTV stuff. But overall, it's Scream, and this is here to stay. And this is the closest you guys are going to get to a Scream 5. Sadly, maybe not sadly. I mean, I would have loved to have seen a Scream 5 and 6, and I hope they can still make them. But this show is so good, it just keeps my mind off of it a lot. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the new episode. I think it's called Hello, Emma. The first episode was Red Roses, I think, and the new episode, I forgot the name, but I'll definitely know the episode name by the time I do the review of the third episode. So this is my review. This is RBR Shrumpkins 13, and I hope you guys enjoyed my review and my video, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, peace.